Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to figure out what companies are really up to, and sometimes it feels like they are trying to hide things in plain sight. Today we are diving into a fascinating report from TRANSCAT Incorporated. Get ready because this one has some interesting details about how they are keeping their key players around. So what is the big news from TRANSCAT Incorporated? Well, on the 6th of January 2026, their compensation committee decided to give out some special equity awards to certain high-level employees. This is basically their way of saying thank you and encouraging them to stick around. This report is filed under Form 8, which is for significant events that shareholders should know about. Think of it as a company making an important announcement that can't wait for their regular quarterly or annual reports. The earliest event that this report covers happened on the 6th of January 2026. This is when the company made these awards. Our company for today is TRANSCAT Incorporated, a name you might recognize if you are involved in certain technology or measurement services. They are incorporated in Ohio, and their federal tax ID, which is like their social security number for businesses, is 16 negative 0874,418. Their main office is located in Rochester, New York. If you needed to call them directly, their number is 585 352 to 7,777. The company's stock that is traded publicly is their common stock. They have $0.50 par value, which is a very technical term that basically means it is a very small nominal value assigned to the stock for accounting purposes, not what it is actually worth on the market. And you can buy and sell this stock on the NASDAQ global market under the ticker symbol TRNs. Now, TRANSCAT is not checking the box to say they are an emerging growth company. This means they are likely a more established player in their industry. The main reason we are talking about this today falls under a section that covers changes in directors and officers, and especially how they are compensated. So here is the juicy part. On the 6th of January 2026, the folks in charge of compensation at TRANSCAT decided to give out special one-time stock awards. These aren't just any awards, they are calling them retention awards, and they are part of the company's 2021 stock incentive plan. The goal of these awards is pretty clear: to encourage certain executives to stay with the company. They handed these awards out to Thomas L. Barbato, Teresa, Conroy Michael J. Haddad, and Michael W. West. Now let's break down what they got. Thomas L. Barbato received quite a chunk, 19,772 restricted stock units, or RSUs. Teresa Conroy got 10,380 RSUs. Michael J. Haddad received 5,190 RSUs, and Michael W. West was given 12,028 RSUs. These are essentially promises to give these executives stock in the future. These awards aren't immediately theirs. They will become fully theirs. The restricted stock units will vest, meaning they can take ownership of them on the 6th of January 2028. The big catch here is that they have to still be employed by TRANSCAT on that date, so it is a strong incentive to stick around and keep performing well. The report makes it very clear why they did this. They want to make sure the leadership team stays stable, especially as they transition to a new chief executive officer. These awards are designed to keep these executives focused and contributing to the company's success through this transition period and beyond. This summary gives you the highlights, but if you want all the nitty-gritty details about these awards, you would need to look at Exhibit 10.1, which is the actual award agreement. This is common practice where the official document holds all the legal fine print. Next up, we have a section about Regulation FD, which is all about fair disclosure. This means companies have to make sure important information is shared with everyone. At the same time, not just select people. On the 8th of January 2026, the company put out a press release about these retention awards. So they are making sure this news is public and accessible. A copy of this press release is included as Exhibit 99.1. Finally, we come to the exhibit section. This is where they list all the supporting documents for their report. We already mentioned Exhibit 10.1, which is the form of retention award agreement. And Exhibit 99.1 is the TRANSCAT Incorporated press release dated the 8th of January 2026. Exhibit 104 is the cover page interactive data file. This is a fancy way of saying it is a digital file that makes the report easier for computers to read and analyze. The little symbol next to Exhibit 10.1 means it is related to a management contract or some sort of compensation plan. And this signature block just tells us that someone from the company has officially signed off on this report, confirming everything in it is accurate to the best of their knowledge. The report is dated the 8th of January 2026. And it is signed by Thomas L. Barbato. He signed it himself, and his title is Senior Vice President of Finance and Chief Financial Officer. It is interesting that the CFO is involved in signing off on a compensation report. So what does this all mean for TRANSCAT Incorporated? They are clearly in a phase of leadership transition. By offering these retention awards, they are playing it safe by trying to keep their experienced executives in place. It signals that they value the stability and expertise of their current leadership team during this critical period of bringing in a new CEO. What are the risks here? Well, if these executives leave despite the awards, it could signal deeper issues within the company, or that external opportunities are just too attractive. The significant number of RSUs granted to Thomas L. Barbato as CFO suggests he might be a key figure in ensuring financial continuity. The fact that these awards are tied to continued employment for 2 years means these executives have a strong financial incentive to see the company through this transition successfully. In my opinion, TRANSCAT is making a prudent move. It is a common strategy to retain valuable talent during times of change. The significant equity grants show a commitment to these individuals. However, the success of this strategy ultimately hinges on the company's ability to smoothly transition leadership and continue its business operations effectively. We will be watching to see if these retention efforts pay off. Alright, that is our breakdown of TRANSCAT Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these retention awards and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. And don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.